Quadrilaterals. A quadrilateral is a shape with four sides. Quadrilaterals are all polygons. A polygon is a closed flat shape with three or more straight sides. Some quadrilaterals have two sets of equal sides. Some only have one set of equal sides. Some have square corners. Some do not have any square corners. And some do not have any set of equal sides. It is important to identify the correct name for all the different quadrilaterals by looking at their attributes. An attribute is something quadrilaterals will have in common or what is similar. So these are our quadrilaterals. First and last name. Identify a square. Shape 1, shape 2, shape 3, shape 4, shape 5. Which statement describes a square? A square has one set of opposite sides that are the same distance apart. A square has two sets of equal and opposite sides that are the same distance apart and has square corners. A square has two sets of opposite sides the same distance apart but does not have square corners. A square is any four-sided shape. Blech. Which two shapes are rectangles? Only shape 2 is a rectangle. Shape 2 and 5 are rectangles. Shape 1 and 3 are rectangles. Shape 1 and 2 are rectangles. All squares are blank because they have four sides and four square corners. All squares are rectangles. All squares are rhombuses. All squares are trapezoids. Not all rectangles are blank because not all rectangles have four equal sides. Not all rectangles are rhombuses. Not all rectangles are trapezoids. Not all rectangles are squares. The definition of rhombus says the shape must have four equal sides. Which two shapes are a rhombus? Shapes 1 and 2 are both rhombus. Shapes 1 and 3 are both a rhombus. Shapes 3 and 4 are both a rhombus. And only shape 3 is a rhombus. Every blank will also be called a rhombus. Every rectangle, every trapezoid, every square. Not every rhombus will be a blank because a rhombus does not have to have square corners, only four equal sides. Not every rhombus will be a square. Not every rhombus will be a rectangle. Not every rhombus will be a trapezoid. Identify the trapezoid. A trapezoid only has one set of sides with the same distance apart. Shape 1 is a trapezoid. Shape 3 is a trapezoid. Shape 4 is a trapezoid. All of the shapes are trapezoids. And this one, just leave it blank. A parallelogram must have two sets of opposite sides the same distance apart. Which shapes are parallelograms? All of the shapes are parallelograms. Shape 1 and shape 2 are the only parallelograms. Shapes 3 and 5 are the only parallelograms. Shapes 1, 2, 3, and 5 are parallelograms. I'm sorry about that. Stormy decided she wanted to bark at a squirrel. Last question. Look at the shapes below. They are both polygons and they are both quadrilaterals because they have four sides. Is there any other attributes they share to be classified with another name? Yes, they each have four square corners and are equal length, so they are squares. Yes, they each have one pair of the same length side, so they are trapezoids. Yes, they each have two pairs of opposite sides with the same distance apart, so they are parallelograms. No, they cannot be classified as anything else except a polygon and a quadrilateral.